Good morning, you overbidding, degenerate Forex trading gamblers. Let's take a look at the pain the market is sending. I'm not in pain at all. In fact, I think my coffee cup says it all. Check this out. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Okay? Just keep saying that to yourself. First off, boy, do I love this group and love you guys, because I woke up this morning like 2 hours early, really just to go to the bathroom, and I seen ding, 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 message after message after message. So if you're catching this on YouTube, you don't even know what I'm talking about. The free Forex signals group, fxwithterry.com. Come on over there, get involved. I'm giving out free trades. People are upgrading to full auto trading. It's awesome. We are looking at a management account right now. We're going to take a look at the market. Hope you guys are involved, because unfortunately I've seen a bunch of people having some struggles with their trades and they're not able to attend the live. I am going to look back. In fact, I'm going to do it right now while I'm talking. And this is day 2 with the new microphone. You can see the pop filter in front of me. I'm hoping it sounds pretty good. If it doesn't, I can put it even closer to my face. I can talk to you like this. So hopefully that's pretty good. Let me look at one thing in the background here. Yeah, I don't see it. Somebody was sharing. They said they couldn't attend the live, and they were sharing their account. They're at about a 940% margin level, and just kind of wanted to know, one of their questions was, should I add some funds to my account? You should always do that, because you could always pull it out. You can't pull out funds after your account loses everything, right? So today we are focusing 99.9% on trade management. We'll take a look. This is the one time that I look at the charts to try to, because it's a management concept. I'm going to look at the chart, we're going to look at the pricing, and I'm going to try to see if I can get a general feel if a trade has gone against us, like if you're looking at here on the screen, AUD USD. Really not a big deal, but you can see that I have set this account up. In fact, let me pull it up here full screen for myself. I've set this up so I could show you guys how to manage it. Right? I'm way overbidding on this account, but we're crushing it. We're at about a 215% margin level right now. I was at 150. That's because a lot of these pairs have pushed and they're slightly coming back. Unfortunately, my general feel is that all of these are going to push farther. And so we're going to need to do some management. Doug says, all the notifications woke me up. Yeah, you know, for some reason, I was sleeping so hard this morning. I wake up when I see the high profit trades come in, the gold trades that we had this morning, because I kind of get excited about those, but my brain shut off every other notification. And I got up stumbling in the dark to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, I have to tell you, though, probably the most active group I've ever had. You guys were answering people's questions, and people had a lot to say, and that's what this whole thing's about. How many groups have I had in the past where I'm doing this, where I've actually been in a past group that I had, and no one said a goddamn word? And I was like, okay, I'm going back to bed. Of course, they all, like they all quit trading because they just didn't. I got people that probably, I'm going to say this out loud. I've been in the internet businesses since 1994. Do you know what the number one thing that causes people to lose and struggle with? They cannot goddamn remember their passwords to a website. Can't do it. And I'm not giving anybody a hard time, but everybody that sends me their password for me to get into their account, do some sort of mitigation, or add their broker account, always wrong. Always wrong. 99.9% of the time, the password you give me is wrong. So password management is key. I'll stop talking about that, but there's a website, RoboForm, ROBOForm.com, that will help you manage your passwords. Probably a smart thing to do. Denise says, I turned off AUD, USD, and USD CAD on my auto trader for now. Okay. that's one way to do it. That's probably one of the harshest things you can do because you're pretty much going to force losses on that. Whereas you may be better forcing losses on the back end, meaning the original trades that came in. But we'll see. Mark says not all of us quit trading. Mark's probably the only one. Although Mark's been with me from the beginning. Like literally when I posted on Facebook, follow my Forex journey, right? And I didn't fucking know anything that I was doing. I felt like I did. I certainly, that was the point. I didn't say, hey, follow me and I'll give you a bunch of, winning trades like we do now. I was like, well, follow me and I'm going to figure this out. Here we are, 6 years later? And we got it figured out. So let's dig into this. You can see my margin level percent is going up. Honestly, I'm going to do some relatively harsh management on this account to show you what you should be doing. We're going to be able to take a look at the market. Let's take a look at these currency pairs. Let's just go down the list. What we're looking at here was we started out, this is actually my YouTube $3,000 to $100,000 challenge account. And I decided, well, I'm going to push this thing. I'm going to push this thing as far as bid, and we'll see what happens. Denise says, have to leave the house for a few hours, can't manage. Okay, yeah, makes sense. In the end, I think it's going to be okay. But I'm curious, Denise, real quick, what is your margin level percent? That will be, that usually really helps me. So sipping on coffee, this might take a while. Let's take a look at everything. If you are here on YouTube in the live chat and you've got pairs that you want me to look at or something that you're in that maybe has gone a little bit farther against you because of, the negative news this week, I'll guarantee you they're all ramping up for tomorrow morning. They're all ramping up for the non-farm payroll. The U.S. dollar is probably going to take a ass load of a hit. And that's what would worry me with the current USD JPY. Although I'm not in that trade on this account, we will go look at that trade. Why am I not in that trade on this account? Because this was originally a $3,000 account using my full auto system. And typically of the 22 currency pairs, what I do is I sort them. And I've provided this in the group, and I will again if you ask. I sort them based off of volatility. So we trade GBP JPY, we trade USD JPY. They're the most volatile of the 22 pairs. I typically, those would be at the bottom of the list, right? Oh, you're at 1,590% margin level. Feels good. I think you're doing the right thing. You should be fine. Keep me apprised. Keep me apprised because I definitely can help you out. So Doug says USD JPY. Yeah, we'll definitely, I think what you're saying is look at that. We'll definitely look at that. It's going to be the same concept with all these other ones that we're looking at. The entire market has pushed against. That's just what they do, right? But you can still see here as we're watching my margin level percent is coming up because we're getting some, everything is pushed and it's pulling back a little bit. Like for example, look at, that's probably not a good example. Yeah, take a look at this here. This GBP JPY is pulling back, right? Pulling back meaning, these two are in profit. So that really, when it does that, that is really going to help the margin level percent. That's why one of the first things we're going to look at here is, do we feel like, in this case, AUD USD, do I feel it's already pulling back, but I want to see that if it doesn't continue to pull back and go into profit, is there still more area for it to push way far away? All right, Denise has to go. All right, yeah, let us know in the group how it goes for you and where you're at, so I can help you mitigate as much as possible. I'm still feeling pretty good right now, but tomorrow's probably gonna, we're probably gonna hold all these trades overnight, and it's probably gonna push really hard tomorrow morning. So we'll take a look. Let's just go down the list here. I don't feel like I have to close anything out in an emergency right now. I did feel it earlier this morning at 150% margin level up here. But I was like, I want to do this live. I want everybody to see it. And I would have saved it in an emergency if it was going to kill the account before we went live. But So let's go take a look at AUD USD. These last two trades are pushing into profit. But let's just, again, I'm a crackpot. I don't know what I'm talking about. But for myself, I'm going to go look at the chart and see if I feel like AUD USD has a lot more area to push. I don't know. I'll probably be wrong. But I'm trying to make the decision for myself if I should start forcing some losses on these bottom trades just to help the margin level percent if this is going to go farther against me. Let's go take a look at that. So I will share my browser with you, and you'll notice I have my copy system up here in case I want to block any of these currency pairs if I stop trading them. But nonetheless, let's go over here, and they're going to force an ad upon me. You know what I think I'm going to have to do is probably refresh this page. Let's see what happens here. See if they get rid of that. Okay, cool. So we are looking at USD JPY, but you'll notice the pattern here, just the visual pattern. Once I move to, what was it, AUD USD? Let me look here, yeah. And we'll use, like, I'm trying to think of what one I would really want to see. I wish they had, I wonder if you can find, yeah, let me try something here. Let's see if they got Eagle on here, because I just don't know if they do. Of course, it's not going to. I've never actually searched for. Yeah, I guess they do kind of have that, but I don't. Yeah. Anyway, we'll go with Forex.com. I'm gonna mess too much with that. So notice how when I switch from that USD JPY to the AUD USD that the pattern just kind of flops and it goes the opposite way, right? So AUD USD going up, what that means is the Australian dollar is going up and the US dollar is going down in all general senses, right? Duh. But if I look at this and what I'm looking for in all general senses, I'm like, okay, this thing has pushed pretty hard, probably for how much it would push during a day anyway. It's pushed that much, and this is the daily chart. It's pushed that much in the last 2 days. But you notice there's an area, and this is the only time I do this, there's an area of resistance over here. Doesn't mean it's going to respect that, but it's very possible. So let's actually draw an image here. How about we do a rectangle? And I'm just going to kind of draw an area of interest where it's kind of been hanging out. Okay. So this doesn't mean it couldn't come up to this potential resistance area, because even if I stretch this back, you can see there's some area there where a few of them went through, so on and so forth, right? But there's a general area here. So I'm like, I believe in this particular case. Now, here's what sucks. Tomorrow is non-farm payroll. It could push the Australian dollar way through this. It very well could. I'm going to basically come back here. And let's take a look at the AUD. And I'm going to not do any mitigation on that right now. We've at least solidified it in our mind of what's going on. I'm going to leave that be because it's wicked. It's pulling back right now, not necessarily some emergency. Now, abso-freaking-lutely would I be doing this, and we'll think about this. You know what? Let me go to the pause. Stand by, guys. I think a high profit trade just came in. Stand by. Let me look. Interesting. Yeah, it did. Give me a second. The AI is saying buy gold. Let me see if my system is doing that. Yes, it did. Okay, good. Everything's working. Just got a gold buy signal, live. So, interestingly enough, we've got a stop loss, but no take profit. So stand by. The AI is making some decisions. Ah, there it is. All right, so stand by. I may have to do some mitigation here. Yep, I'm going to have to. The AI system said buy, and then it didn't do anything, and then in about 30 seconds later, it placed the entire trades. So let me think of what to do here. I think we're just going to stick with the first trade. So give me a second. I know this is happening in real time in the background. What I need to do is find the account. Here it is, and I need to do a quick manipulation. So bear with me. 2146 is the stop loss. 214. Yeah, I got to do some manipulation here. So I got to do an edit on the stop loss. Let's see. Stop loss needs to be 2144. Man, I can't believe it's making me do this right when we're in the middle of a live, but it is what it is. So 2144. Yep. All right, it just screwed up. We're going to try this again. Stand by. If you're in the high profit system, I just auto exited a trade and I'm entering the next one. Let's see. And there we go. Okay, good. Well, let me look at one more thing before we come back to the live. Did I just force a loss? I did not. Forced a slight profit and then re-updated the entire trades. Okay. Sorry about that. Shit happening in real time first thing in the morning here. And I don't know why TradingView is continually forcing me to see an ad. I've never seen it do that before. All right, back to the live here. Let me get back on the right account. We are managing this one. We were looking at USD, and then here's where I was. Sorry about that. If you got the high profit signals, you'll see a pretty nice gold trade that just came through. I forced a profit on the first entry and then re-entered. See how quick that is? All automated and all done from my mobile phone. How do I do that? I'll never tell. So what we're looking at here, let me put this a little bit larger. Chief JPY. Now, if I wanted to help my margin, I'd go ahead and get out of that, and it's about break even. Okay. Tiny little loss. I'm going to let that go. And I'm going to look at the chart real quick. Chief JPY really pushing down, but we're in a buy. Let me zoom out just a little bit here. So buy. Why do I not see the take profit? Oh, I know why. I don't actually accept or take the take profit in this account. However, I could go look at what that is. If you're doing the full auto trade system, it's 50-50, depends on your broker, but I most of the time do not like to copy the take profit, because when my auto system closes the trade on my end, when the actual auto system closes the trade and takes profit, because the take profit is set in that, it will auto close these trades right here. So they don't need a take profit. The only time you would hope and wish you had a take profit is if your copier turned off when my trade closes on my end. So that's kind of an issue. What I like to do, and I don't want to get into conspiracy theories here, is Um, hold on a second. Just reading something. Just reading the comments. Make sure I'm not missing something here. Okay, I'll come back to that. It's potential conspiracy theory wise that if the broker sees your take profit, that they could manipulate the spread the moment it gets to your take profit and your trade wouldn't take profit. They could, right? Um, Very possible for them to do that. They have an automated bot system that tracks everybody's account, and they're like, you know what, we don't feel like we want to give you the take profit today, so we'll hit the we'll hit the spread real quick. When it gets close to your take profit, it won't take profit. Um, Hold on, got to pause one more time. Seeing a message that I need to verify. Stand by. Wow, hold on. I believe, and you get to see how fast that was, I believe, before I say anything, gold take profit 1 and take profit 2 just hit. From the time I entered, unbelievable. I'm going to share this with you. We got a lot to go over this morning. Give me a second here. Gold take profit just hit. I will share this with you. So this just hit. It looks like. Wow, that is really nice. 8,000 for the day on the high profit signals. And now I've got a new message. So stand by. Stand by again. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, gold take profit 1 and 2 smashed. All right, I won't get too far into that right now. Back to the reality here. Things happening fast this morning. Tell me that wasn't impressive. Back to trade management. And we were looking at CHF-JPY, feeling pretty good about that. Euro NZD. Let's take a look at that on the charts. Now, I had looked, which we'll pull up in the browser here. I had looked at the news, and Euro at 6.15 this morning, US dollar at 6.30. It's 7.53 for me. Euro at 6.45, and then US dollar actually coming up. US dollar coming up in 6 minutes. We better keep an eye on that. Let's go look at Euro USD just for posterity. Especially when this news hits, we'll see how much it affects. I'm on the daily. Let's come down to the 5 minute. So Euro pushing up pretty hard right now. That probably means it's going to push even farther up because the US dollar is probably going to take a hit. I'm trying to think. You know what we'll do? Let's look at USD JPY. Since that's kind of a factor for everybody here. We're looking at the 5 minute chart. It's consolidating, I would imagine. Let's see if we can draw something here. If I can find this. I would imagine that this is what we're about to do. Because we got that, we're in these USD JPY. Let's actually go look at the chart. I do not have them here. Stand by. Let me take a look at something. Let's see. What account would I go to see that? I have to be very careful here of what I show. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, USD JPY went down, down, down. It's coming back up, as you can see, and we're on the lower time frame here. News is going to go off in 5 minutes. We'll come back and look at this chart when the news goes off. Let's go back I got so many things going on this morning. Let's see, what were we looking at? We were AUD USD. Did we just take profit on Chief? Did that just take profit? I'm looking at the right account, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Did Chief JPY just take profit? It did, while we're sitting here looking at it. Okay, don't have to worry about that anymore. NZD CAD looking pretty good. This GBP USD has went against, and this news is going to affect that. So, watch this now. $110 drawdown. News in 4 minutes, which we will watch. Probably going to make that a bigger drawdown. But my margin level percent is slowly climbing because the market pushed and is doing a pullback towards our profit. Feeling pretty good. No real emergency right now. Let's look at the rest of the trades in this account before the news goes off here. 3 minutes. So NZD CAD, like I said, looking good. USD CAD. So we're in a USD buy, and that's probably going to be painful on this one. Probably if I need to, I can see that this one, the first one or first two trades, I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of a close. Let's see how the news hits in less than 3 minutes. I'll switch over to that screen. But, I've went from 150% margin level to 410, and yeah, I feel pretty good about that. So, a little distracted here. Give me a second. Let me look at the comments real quick. Mark says, I have USD JPY and AUD USD going on in the same account. When I woke up, I stopped all of the trades and did some partial closes at around 810% margin. Beautiful. Did the same on another account with USD CAD, but margin is comfortable on that one, so didn't close anything. Gold again, Mark says. Yes, gold again. That was really nice. All right, let's go look at the chart here. See what this news does to us. So, again, I'm a complete gambling hack. I expect the price to shoot down on this U.S. news. Let me pull up a clock so I know exactly when this is going to happen. $40 seconds. So sip my coffee, watch the price plummet, possibly, because of the negative news. We'll see how negative it really is. And look, they're going to do that right in the middle of me watching. 35 seconds. Freaking took my arrow away. $10 seconds. 5. And negative news in the U.S. Let's see what happens. Pushing a little bit, pushing more. This, by watching this, why am I doing this? It gives me an idea of how much this negative news is going to affect all of these USD pairs, right? A little bit of push so far. Hopefully you can see this. Well, we're 30, 40 seconds in. Now it's pushing up a little bit. Good. I'm going to say at this point, doesn't look like it's affecting it too bad. I'm going to give it about another minute or two. Verify this news over here. Yep, 8 a.m. U.S. dollar. Fed Chair Powell testifies. Oh, well, that might, depending on what he says over this testify area, it may move it a little bit more. It's actually pushing. It looks like it has not immediately affected. So good. It's going up, which is good because we're in a USD. We're in a USD buy, I believe it is. Let me glance at this. USD CAD. Man, I got so many freaking accounts. Let me look at. Yeah, we're in a USD buy. In fact, we're going to talk about this. We might as well go look at this. I want to look at this. I have to be careful what I show you here or what I click on. So let's go here. So if you look at this USD basket of trades, there's I'll have to count how many are. The most recent trades are going into profit. So yes, this did push hard against us. But guess what, my friends? USD JPY always does that. Always does that. So that's why we bid. Unfortunately, someone came into the group yesterday, started auto trading, and I put them on the one profitable trade feed, which trades typically one currency pair to fruition, to profit. And I have also recently added a max profit trade to that. It's GBP JPY, USD JPY, and it only enters if that pair has gone 5 deep or more. So that person's first trade is USD JPY, 5. It enters on the 5th trade of the basket. And I want to pause this because I want to take this back to a certain account here. In fact, let me count those while I'm off screen here. So if you took all of the trades, the auto system on USD JPY, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 trades. That's pretty normal for USD JPY. If you don't like that level of volatility, you're using the auto trader, don't take those trades. If you're taking signals and USD JPY comes through, don't take them, right? If you're worried about the volatility on that pair, same thing with GBP JPY. But out of 13 trades, the one profitable trade feed, my auto feed, entered on trade 5. I'll probably up that today. Now that USD is kind of showing its hands, USD JPY is showing its hand, that we're 13 deep. Last year we went 35 deep on USD JPY. I believe Doug that's in the group, I believe that's when Doug may have taken some loss because he may not have been bidding conservative enough to be able to handle that plus all of the other pairs. All right, I'm still pausing my screen. So let me show you this here. I feel like this is probably pretty good right now. Yeah, I get that this 416% margin level is low, but in terms of the analysis that I've done, I feel like it's not an emergency situation. I mean, again, I'm purposefully overbidding so we can make money. I mean, let's go look at the history. What have I made last night? $260.66 in a what is it? A $5,383, $5,000 account. Doug said yes. Yeah. I think it was last August. USD JPY it went 35 against us. If you bid properly, you're doing fine. Premium Signal just launched in the group. I got a notification for that. So aside from looking at this account, let me just give some overall management stuff here, and we'll move on. We'll look at all of the other accounts we have going. Again, I'm purposefully overbidding in this account. So let me think of some of the things that kind of came up. So one thing to think about is that when you bid, you've got to bid for the days we're seeing right here. This is pretty mediocre push. Pretty mediocre drawdown, negativity. Pretty mediocre in a sense because I feel like it's not going to go really far against us. Tomorrow morning is going to be a hit. All of these, like for example, the US dollar news is going to help AUD USD, most likely. It's going to hurt anything that starts with a USD, like this USD CAD. It's USD CAD buy. It's probably going to hurt this. I will watch this throughout the day with one idea that I don't normally have to have is that the non-farm payroll news is going to go off at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. I'll be looking at this beforehand, going, can I afford for this to push hard against me? Now, one thing I need to do, and you should see this, is that since we just closed CHF JPY that we were looking at, and I am no longer in a CHF, let me get rid of this, no longer in a CHF JPY here, I'm going to go over to the browser, and I'll let you see me do this. And you know what? That is not what I want. Why is it not doing that? I must have minimized it or something. Let me do this. It's gonna piss me off. All right, here we are. Let's go over to the news. Oh no, what I want to do is go to my copy account. So I'm going to turn off CHF JPY right here. I'm just going to uncheck it. And because, not that I'm worried about that pair, but it closed out and our margin's at 400%, I'm just going to stop taking that trade. And I'm also, so once I uncheck Chief JPY in the copier, I just hit update. And now you'll notice, because last week I did some management, we reduced from 22 pairs down to 17 and now down to 16. And what do? I'll turn those things back on back when the normal market comes back and I've got, 2,000-3,000+% margin level. As I see the system close out today, we will come back to that. As I see the system close out on different pairs today, I didn't catch it, we were live, but normally I hear the notification. I'll probably go stop some of those pairs. And as I watch this today, depending on what my margin level percent does, it's at 427 right now, I might close some things out, like that Euro NZD. That could be closed out at about a $50 loss. NZD CAD's about ready to take profit. Yeah. It's about ready. It's pulling back a little bit right now, but it's about ready to take profit. So, everything's going good. Let's go look at the rest of the accounts. I think the big thing that I wanted to deal with was people coming into the group, and one of two things happens. You take the trades or you take the auto trades, and you're like, these things just win all the time. I'm going to increase my bid. I see people saying in the group, looking really good, increasing my bid. Why are you increasing your bid? You're increasing your bid because you're like, wow, we're killing. And then on a day like this, you're like, well, why is my margin level percent at 94? I'm like, well, you've been increasing your bid every week because you were what I call fat, dumb, and happy. You were like, well, we're making a killing. I'm like, my bid is 100% structured from the experience of a day like today. Premium signal just opened or closed. I'd have to look at that. My bid is based off of what I'm feeling today on this account in this market. Am I bidding too much at a 0.15 or a 15x multiplier in the copier? 15x meaning 15 times the original base bid of 0.01, 10 cents? Of course I am. Am I making a lot of money with this account? $260 in a day? What? I mean, let's look for the week. It's up $1,861 for the week on a $5,000 account. The system's damn good. Because, here's the real deal. When I start forcing losses, if I need to, because my margin level percent is just uncomfortable based off of what's going on, I have $1,861 to take a loss on and still not lose a damn thing on my original balance. Or kill a week's worth of profits. No big deal. Absolutely no big deal. Up $2,114 for the month on an original $3,000 account? What? That's incredible, right? So I have no problem, and here's how I trade, guys. I have no problem running the ragged freaking edge of the margin level percent. Only because I went through, and I know it's kind of general, but I went through the analysis this morning and I looked at these pairs. I'm looking at the news. I'm like, I feel pretty decent right now. If and when I force some losses or partial closes or close some things down, I will absolutely post in the group what I did. And you can kind of compare that to your account. All right, pause screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to start back at free signals account. Let's see where that's at, because I have not looked at this stuff. Here we are sharing on the screen. Here is the free signals account. You can see the comment here. Why did I just lose? There we go. FX with Terry, signals free. Again, this is a signal account. It's sending out base. So we're in AUD CHF, very low moving, and closed out last night. EUR CHF closed out a basket of 2 trades at an overall profit of $11.15. This is a signal. You would take these trades as a signal. This is the free stuff. So guess what? Winner. Winner. This one wins. All right, back to the pause. Let's go to the next account. Let me pull up my account list here since I'm a little out of sync. So we looked at free signals. Let's go jump on the premium real quick. It's going to be very similar to what we've been looking at. 688 is the account number. Here we go. Current premium signals drawdown, and this is a generality reference, is $675. Margin level doesn't count because the account is huge. Again, this is a signal. So we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 trades total in the premium signals. It's a lot. I get it. But we're also in this USD JPY. If you want, I'm going to share this. Let's take a look at this. I don't want to give too much away. You know, people pay for the premium signals, but we're going to take a look at this. So USD JPY push on these buys, and the price is coming back down. You can see this is feeling pretty good right now. The US news that just launched, you know, unless the Fed chair or whatever he's saying says something crazy during his Senate talk or speech today, then this could be a little bit more hurt. But as I look at this, I'm like, okay, I don't have to do any mitigation, and this is going to be a massively profitable trade. Massively profitable. So, like Denise had said earlier, she had to leave, so she stopped taking more trades on USD JPY. I'll bet you anything she did it right at the top here. And she's looking good, and the account's looking really good right now. So yeah, you know, this happens, but it doesn't happen on every pair. I'll tell you this: it happens on USD JPY and GBP JPY. That's it. The rest of them can and will do this, but I've never seen any of the other pairs we trade go more than, I don't know, 8 or 10. Worst case scenario, USD JPY can go 30 freaking trades against you. So if you're trading that pair, bid for it to happen. That is the advantage. If you're in my auto system, that's the advantage of the one profitable trade feed. If you look at the, how many are we in, did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're in 13 USD JPYs. Plan for it to go 30. Bid appropriately. So anyway, my one profitable trade feed trades USD JPY and GBP JPY in a basket, and there is a number in my AI system that says do not take any of the first 5 trades. Take the 5th trade, right? I'm going to go ahead and jack that up today. I'm going to jack it up to like 10 of the first 9 trades. It'll take the 10th. And that will make everything feel a lot better. And if you're trading the one profitable trade feed, it's one of the smartest feeds you can trade. It's a hybrid of my main 22 pair 10 pip automation feed. It only trades one pair at a time from all 20 pairs, and then it trades the 10th trade moving forward. Right now it's the 5th, but it'll trade the 10th trade of USD JPY and GBP JPY. And that account, if you look at that account over the year, first off, I don't want to say this too crazy, but trading the one profitable trade feed will allow you with a smaller account to bid more. It just would. It's safer and easier to manage if anything does go against you. It's my choice of a feed on accounts that I really don't want to manage too hard and take any losses on, and you'll just have to manage it less, and it will make more. It will seem like it's going slow. I think we were in a Euro Chief or a Euro CAD trade for like a week. That's fine. I don't look at it day by day. Look at it over the last 12 months. My data over the last 12 months on my one profitable trade feed, bidding a higher amount than you normally would, because it's not going to overtrade currency pairwise, fucking crushes. Absolutely crushes. So this was the premium signals. That's what's going on there. Let's look at closed overnight. Look at that. $223.80 in signal closure overnight. Signal. You could have bid anything you want. Could have bid anything you want. I seen someone in the group today say, well, I only bid 10x of the 10 cents, which would be 0.10. Why am I getting 0.20 trades? Well, it's because it's your first day, and it's because you didn't listen to me on what you should bid. Over there doing a 10x multiplier on a less than $1,000 account. I mean, anybody that's watching this, go ahead and chime in the comments and tell me what's going to happen to that person with a 10x bid on a less than a $1,000 account. I don't care what feed or what trades you're taking. So I said, yeah, 10x times a 0.02 lot size, because that's what my system sent out. 10x times 20 cents is $2. Yeah, it's going to increase. What is it really doing when it increases that bid? Is it's pulling the take profit closer to the current price. It's mathematical probability. That's why these trades don't lose. So that's a really nice closure amount overnight in the premium signals group. Incredible. Someone had mentioned, wow, it's so hard to keep up with these premium signals because it's adding trades and it's updating the take profit. Yes, it is, my friend. I get it. Douglas emoji is a vomit emoji. I don't know what that one was for, but oh, probably responding to a person doing a 10x bid on a less than $1,000 account. I'm like, I told you. And then this morning, a bunch of comments in the group, I'm like, I told you. Everyone else is like, well, we told you. So some people just, you can't get through to them. So Mark says, account go boom. Yeah, account go boom. But you know what? I'll tell you what, I busted my ass, and I was really pissed off yesterday. I had to leave and go for a walk. I was like, this person, and you know who you are, would not fucking listen to me. Well, he just turned his auto trader on. He's like, well, you know, why am I not getting any trades? I'm like, we plugged you in to the one profitable trade feed. It's currently in trades. Now you can see, you know, we looked at it earlier, and we can look at it again, but a few of those trades closed last night, and guess what? It went into the USD JPY. And then in the comments this morning, that person, and you know who you are, was like, "What's happening? I'm about to lose everything." Really? You should. You know, I hate to be a dick. At that point, you need to lose your entire account, because that is the only way you're going to ever be able to hear me again. That's the only way. I don't want you to lose your account, but if you're told and you're told and you're told and you're told and you're like, I need a bunch of trades, I need the dopamine hit, I need to make money, I need to pay for my fees. You're fucking 2 hours into your auto trader, 2 hours in, right? Absolutely blew my fucking mind yesterday that someone was doing that to me. But hey, you know who you are, and you guys seen me do some crazy audio messages in the group, and I'll do that. Listen, I'm very passionate about this stuff. That was the premium signals account. Now we will move on. Let's take a look at the base high profit auto feed. Let me pull that up, and then I'll show you some exciting numbers here. 935 is the account number. Let's see what's going on. We're currently in a gold trade in profit. Let me share with you the results overnight. And again, these, you can see these are gold trades. It comes out at a base dollar lot size, and it's spread out over 3 trades. So the first trade took profit, and then the next 2 broke even because the price moved back against us. And then the next basket, which is right here, all 3 took profit. I think that was the middle of the night, early in the night. And then the next basket, which happened, let me take a, I know I did some mitigation here. I think it was one of these, of the next 3 here, one of these is probably the one that I forced closed. Kind of hard for me to tell, but nonetheless, all profitable, right? Now watch this. So a $67.91 profit. I'm just bidding $1 spread out over 3 trades per entry, right? So we did 3 total trades, 9 entries. And then there's 1 extra that I closed out in profit and re-entered the AI system. So check this out. So bidding the base lot size for gold. Again, this bids gold, US 30, SPX 500, NAS 100, and US oil. None of those trades have been going off lately. Gold is the primary mover. US 30 is number 2, and then it tears down from there. But watch this. So $67.91, right? Like anybody's account can handle that. But I took these exact same auto signals and I put them on this account, and we're going to show you, which is really exciting. I probably should show you this. Let me show you the results page first. So this is results. And all of those exact trades, I put them in another account automatically at a higher lot size. You can see. So these things scale based off of the account, but they don't scale automatically. They scale based off of the bid that you believe the account can handle. So it went from $67 on the base lot size to $8,037.83. Yes, this is a big account. It's more so proof of concept that you can take those exact same auto trades, bid more on them, and you do well. Now, this account is taking my 1 profitable trade feed, hence this trade right here, and it's also taken my gold trades, or my high profit trades. Gold is what has happened recently. We can scroll back here. You can see yesterday, Euro, let's see, Euro CAD. So this closed a little bit negative, but the Euro CAD 49.48 minus the 22.22, that's a net profit, right? Euro Chief closed in a $2,600 profit. So again, 1 profitable trade. This is my automated feed and my high profit feed, gold, SPX 500, so on and so forth. So that's really nice. So that is the day. Okay, let's look at the week. This will blow you away. 70,402.55 for the week. This is live. This is real time. These aren't screenshots. These aren't screenshots. I'm clicking on this. I'm in the app here. Okay, so no one else showing this shit. Everyone just analyzing a fucking chart, telling you that they bought way back there when the price was low. Sure you did. You know what? I know you. I know. Show us a trade. Well, I can't do that. Show us the trade. Show us the trade. You didn't trade. You just analyzing stupid fucking charts. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm happy. Let's have a sip of coffee. Maybe it's the caffeine this morning. So that is pretty cool. Back to the pause. Let's see the account list. See if there's anything else I want to look at. We did look at the 1 profitable. Now, well, let me show the results on this. Account number 702. What we're going to look at is just the account results on the 1 profitable trade feed right now that closed overnight. And this is just the feed. It sends it out at the absolute minimum lot size. So these are the trades that closed with a $6.02 profit. You could bid. What did you bid? You could bid anything you want. This is a very stable, easygoing feed. Even if I show you, I'll show you real quick the live shit. If I go back here, we're at a $31 overall profit. Here's the trades that it's taking. USD CAD, USD JPY. Very stable feed. Very stable feed. That's the one that the person plugged into yesterday with a less than $1,000 account bidding a 10x. So if they took these trades, I don't think they wouldn't have, they probably only would have got one or two of these. So they're up a little bit. I'm hoping they survive, but they also got that USD JPY that is going a little haywire on us, but in a positive way. I mean, did you see that, like, the USD JPY, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, the bottom 5 are in profit. Like, it's feeling pretty good. It's feeling real good. In fact, I wonder if the take profit, it is. So let's take a look at that. Look, we are literally a hair from the take profit on USD JPY. That's awesome. Maybe we'll get out of this. USD JPY today, you turn it off or you don't take those trades because that news is coming tomorrow. It's severe news, right? Who knows how it's going to affect it? Truth is, with my system, you could be in a trade and the news could completely help it. Doug says the 10 pip automation with the trade copier is the bomb. It is. It absolutely is. Yes, you got to manage it in some tough times like today when the market's really pushing. But if you experience today, like Doug has experience with this, if you experience this, you'll go, okay, here's about where my bid needs to be in case this happens again. Or I don't like the stress of USD JPY, and you can just, inside the copier, stop copying it. Cool. Maybe I'll do a live take profit watch on this USD JPY because it's about to hit. Let's come down. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Take profit is right here. Wow. We're not that far. We are not that far. That news did not negatively affect and has not yet. That's very cool. All right, we're on USD JPY profit watch. So let me think. What was I looking at? I think we looked at the history. Yeah, this is the one profitable trade feed, right? Which is a hybrid of my 10 pip automation. Pause once again. Let me pull up my account list. Let's see what else we need to look at. I already looked at that. The one last thing is that I haven't looked at, but again, this is real. This is a real 1K account. And we'll take a look. I have not looked at it. Probably good because I already know how to manage it, but we'll see. 41069. Yep. Let me share this with you. So this is a live 1K account. It's done 19% this month because I just started it. It's made $192 so far. Right now we're in $4 drawdown with a 1600% margin level. How am I doing that? This is all automated. Okay. 100% automated. This is taking automated trades. What I'm actually doing, and I meant to say this yesterday and I didn't. So this is a custom setup that you guys don't necessarily have, but this is similar to, and I'm not saying, listen, you want a custom setup? Get a hold of me. I'm going to charge you some money, but let me tell you what this custom setup is. Or you could plug into this, right? Potentially. I'm probably not something I want to do because there's other options. So what I did here was I created a $1,000 account and I set up a custom copier to take whatever three currency pairs are currently open on my 10 pip automation, my main feed, to take 3 pairs at a time. That's what I set. You see this thing flashing blue at the top? I set it to take 3 currency pairs. So if you look at this right now, we're in AUD USD, which is 1 pair. We're in NZD CAD, which is 2 pairs, and we're in USD JPY, which is 3 pairs. Now, how on earth am I only in, I want you to think about the power of this system. How am I only in 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 13 USD JPYs? It's luck of the draw. because I told my system to trade 3 pairs from my main 10 pip automation. 3 pairs, any 3 pairs that are currently open and active. So if a trade closed right now, the system has the number 3 in it, it would take the very next trade that opens, even if, which is what happened here, it is, if it is number, what would this be, number 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is like number 10, 11, 12, 13. So it started at number 10 just by luck of the draw because it was in other trades. So when they closed, it took the next trade that opened, which is awesome, which is just higher in the sequence. So this is a $1,000 account on my custom feed, which is not out there available, but it's very similar to my one profitable trade feed. Very similar. So similar that probably not that much difference. My one profitable trade feed has a 1 in it, and it takes 1 pair from the 10 pip automation and trades it to fruition, trades it to profit. This particular account, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to trade the minimum bid size, and I'm going to take 3 currency pairs, and that's what's going on in this account. Now, I did this account as a proof of concept. This is actually a live account, which doesn't matter, right? Because proof of concept, what you've been seeing me show that's making like $1 or $2 per night, that's fine, but it's done 19% this month. So on a $1,000 account, if I click the month, it's made $192.34. I get that you're not impressed with the fact that it made $1.15 last night, but it's made 19% for the month. Dude, I'll let this thing go to the end of the year and probably not do any manipulation with it. Don't need to. You know, my margin level percent's at 1,690. Take a nap, make some coffee, go for a walk, go to the bar, have a margarita, whatever you want to do. That is the end of the accounts I wanted to look at. If you have anything in particular, probably should say something. I'm going to go look at the group right now and see if there's anything in there. Let me pull it up first. Few things. Let me take a look, and we'll kind of look at if you're not in the group, fxwitterry.com, come to the group, get some free trades, my friend. Let me share this. Okay, we're in the group here. I was hoping that Mark had posted that he was at 940% margin level, $1,000 drawdown. He was at work, couldn't attend the live, and I said, well, if you can give me more series of screenshots, I can kind of tell you what to do. But I'm still feeling pretty good about the current market. I'd have to see all of the trades that he is in to kind of help much farther. But here, as I said in these market conditions, 900% margin level is good. I mean, it's all about your particular risk factor, right? You see my account's down at, it was down at 150 this morning when everything was pushing against us. No loss FX signals premium. Okay, I think we just had a, here, let's look. Trade signals premium. New order. All right, and then Mark did say, thanks, Terry, seems to be turning around now. Yep, it is. That would be my same consensus. Derek taking the gold trades, looking really good. 168. My brain's fried this morning. $682 profit. Looking good, my friend. You are simply doing, it looks like a 2x factor bid. Looking really good. Impressed. Josh says, we're flying today. Yeah, the high profit auto trade signals, you know, the gold, US 30, so on and so forth, was looking really good. So I don't see anything else in here. What's interesting is I'm just going to scroll through this fast. All of these comments started coming in the middle of the night here. I've never seen the group go this crazy. I think they started way back here. I'm so impressed with you guys. Really appreciate you sharing your results, making comments, because the more you comments you make about what's going on, the more I can completely understand what people need. I will go up to this. This is important. I posted this last night. I'm going to Vegas on May 1st through the 8th. I'll be there. I'm actually going there in my RV. Already got a scheduled, really luxury RV park. I'm going to be hanging out on the strip. I'll grab an Uber and go to the strip every day. And it's just going to be, not going to lie, it's going to be drinking and partying and gambling and eating incredible food. I'll probably put on 20 pounds. It is what it is, right? I'm out here dieting really hard. I'll put on a bunch of weight when I'm there. So you want to hang out? Certainly we'll talk about Forex, right? But it's more of like meeting of the minds. If we get enough people, we'll get a meeting room or something, and we'll do something of value. But most of this is really just me hanging out. If you guys want to hang out, great. I had made this, I'm not sure I'm going to actually do it, but I had made this t-shirt that said Degenerate Gamblers Club, fxviterri.com. Man, my words are all slurring this morning. Degenerate Gamblers Club, fxwithterri.com. I might make that t-shirt. If you want one, let me know, but I'll probably make one and wear it just for the fun of it. So, yeah, if you want to meet up, Tell me you're going to meet up. You don't have to come for all 7 days or whatever I'm going to be there. Come hang out for the afternoon, or hang out for all 7 days. I don't care. It's 7 nights, 8 days, right? And then at that point, I'm jumping in my RV and I'm going to take about a 3-week trip back to Michigan, where I'm going to spend the summer, fly my airplane all summer. Hell, come to Michigan and go flying in my airplane if you want to, if you're brave enough. Just beware, it's open cockpit, and I built it from a kit out of a box. But if that scares you, just know that I'm a retired airline pilot, so I know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to flying shit. But yeah, it would be fun. I don't know. I can see myself, I can see us doing this every year. And I'll probably do it every year at the same time, because that's about when I'm going to head back. Plan on being back in Michigan June 1st. So you want to join me? You want to come hang out? Let's have fun. I gamble. I play craps. I'm really good at it. If you want to come and play craps with me, do so. You'll laugh at my bidding strategy on craps. It is literally exactly, I'll just tell you what it is. It's Forex martingale. So I'll do a craps bid. Let's say I bid $5. Or, let's make the math easy. Let's say I bid $1 on the craps table and I lose. My next bid, I just do one type of bid. My next bid is $2 and then I lose. My next bet is I keep doubling. My next bet is $4, lose. $8, lose. $16, win. I will win everything back that I lost plus a little profit. My next bid will be $1 or start over again. And I can take, I think it's about $350, $360, or depends on what the bids are at the table. Maybe it's $3,600. I can take $360 and turn it into a couple $1,000. If I just get into it, because mathematically, you take that $360 or that $3,600, there's a number there that 10x's. You just mathematically pretty much will win every time, as long as you can pull yourself away from the table. I've made $10,000, $15,000 a pop. I've also lost that much. So welcome to the Degenerate Gamblers Club. So you want to hang out, play some craps. I liked going to the old Vegas quite a bit. There's an incredible steakhouse and lobster house down there that I love to eat at. Absolutely incredible. And it's just kind of like old-timey, Old West type of stuff. So I do a little bit of that. And then, of course, the Strip. Got to watch the Bellagio at night. Got to watch the water show. Just be a good time. So let me know if you're going to hang out. Let me know if you can swing it one afternoon, one day, all week. It'll be like a week's long worth of hangover. It is what it is. All right, so I'm going to stop there. Appreciate you joining me this morning. Probably a little bit longer than I needed to go. You guys need any help? Get into the group fxwithterry.com. If you're a trader and you're losing, come on over to fxwithterry.com. Join the Discord group. Get some trades. Get some free trades. Start winning. And then what's the ultimate goal? Full auto trading. That's what you should be doing. Why manually enter trades? Why stare at charts? Why learn some strategy? All right, that's it. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the group.